Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Since last time I did my dungeon roulettes and got 2 levels off of it, it's quite a lot of experience points. I also got some plundered goggles, so our armor is all up to snuff at being the same sort of power level sort of thing. And we're in Limsa Lominsa instead of Eastern Thanalan because, well, I wanted to show you some NPCs I missed out on showing you before that are over in Vesper Bay and the Scion headquarters. Because there's more Scions than just the ones we were introduced to, or at least more adventurers helping them than just us. The main story doesn't really point you towards them to a certain event, and, well, you can talk to them sooner, so that's always a neat little thing. The Waking Sands. Yeah, here's your Stola just leaned up against the wall. Our organization... yeah, we know that. You said that last time. Anyway, over in this room, we got some folks. Heh, he looks familiar, doesn't he? That's Ida Papalimo and Yuriange doing some... Okay. You said that last time too. But here, we got this Arenvald guy, huh? Look at him. He's a Highlander too. They say those of us who have seen the dream are chosen, that we have within us the seeds of greatness, that we could be heroes. Even me, an Alamegan half-breed, cast out when his mother could no longer stand the sight of him. A half-breed who once took to banditry just to eat. Aye, I'm sure I'm just brimming with heroic potential. We got Oli. Wasn't she pretty? The robberies and disappearances? The Amalja are the most likely culprit, wouldn't you agree? Then again, this is Thanalan. One cannot discount the possibility that moneyed interests are involved. Oh, she's wise. Looks like she's tired, though. She's got the... well, similar spear to me, but her armor looks like Falk's. She could be like Falk's sister, almost. Oh, who's this guy? Ayabatia? So this boy has Garlean blood in him. Can't say I'm surprised. Everyone knows what happens when a city is sacked, even if the bards choose to omit that part. But Arenvald shouldn't be pitied. Boys like him have a clean slate, an opportunity to write their own story, free of the ties that bind the common man. Oh, well, he's also knowledgeable. So, this guy's half Alamegan, half Garlean. How about that? I wouldn't write Clyde to be that way. Clyde's just Alamegan. Bit older than Arenvald, too. I think according to the lore book, Arenvald is 19. Una Tayun. She a keeper of the moon? I can't see her eyes. Why don't any of these blokes know who I am? I swear I was one of them scions of the Seventh Dawn. Only we didn't have such a fancy name back then, and the headquarters was a far more convenient location. At least I think it was. Or is my mind playing tricks on me? Gods, what's wrong with me? Why can't I remember more clearly? She doesn't got fangs, so... okay, yeah, she's a secret at the sun. So we got like a nice little troop of adventurers, and most of them seem to be more experienced than me. At least this Makote dude and this Elizin do. Can't target this red-haired guy who's lecturing this chick that's sitting down. That's some. Why is she wearing like spiked gloves, but then like culinarian clothes and wooden shoes? Huh. Okay, so we got some cool people and we got some weirdos. And I'm pretty sure that Brent is the guy that was on the carriage with us at the beginning of the game, and the Mughals drunk all his wine. Or drank all his wine, rather. Anywho, we should get back to the mission at hand, I think. But hold on. There's one thing about Eastern Thanalan that I want to look into. Well, I thought there was a dungeon we could unlock by talking to somebody in Vesper Bay. I was pretty sure it was this guy. But he doesn't have the unlock anymore, so I'm not sure where the unlock is. There's another dungeon we can get into in Eastern Thanalan. Maybe he doesn't unlock it until a certain point. So I guess we just gotta go questing first before it appears in his list. But don't you think it's passing strange that they'd show us that he has like a level 35 and a level 50 dungeon or whatever to unlock for us, and not show us like the level 20 dungeon? Well. The game's full of little artifacts like that, so it's to be expected, I suppose. There's a fate up where we gotta go. Bizarre blood triangle. And it's a play on words with bizarre. I kinda wish Thanalan was bigger. I feel like they did a pretty good job on the desert, like the mountainy mesa desert biome. And I feel like they could have made it bigger and it would have been better. But, well, no game is perfect. Well, since we're here, let's see. A unit of Amalja raiders has forced its way into the Golden Bazaar in search of slaves and supplies. Aid the breastplates stationed in the hamlet in fending off the attackers. Okay. Doesn't seem like a tall order or anything. It says aid the breastplates. But these are immortal flames. There's a difference, game. I wonder if it must be that the person who wrote the text before they did the endgame stuff or something. Because these are not brass blades. They're identical twin sisters. No. Never mind, identical triplets. I'm just jacking it with the other NPCs. They didn't think about that. Copy paste before I go to lunch, if it happens. Kind of like the Lost Azalith section of Dark Souls 1. Yeah, we're in crunch, but we need to eat, so just, I don't know, copy paste a bunch of dragon butts across the lava. Boom, done. I lost my shiny thing. Please find her. Okay. Save Sister Orsine. Or Aurson? I guess it's Aurson. But I would say Orsine, because that sounds prettier. Zombies, huh? Alright, I've got a third combo when I'm not level synced. Full thrust. Or not third combo, but full combo. Alright, we could walk back there, but I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna warp. Whoa, not central. No, not central Panalan. Come on now. Pardon me if my speech slurs a little. I am drinking. I said I'd do the Let's Play. I never said I'd do it sober. Goatskin leg guards. Well, those would look cool if they were an upgrade. Since they're not, we'll take the money. Always take the money if you can't get an upgrade. Everything else is just filler pieces anyway. Topaz Carbuncle. It must be weird leveling Arcanist now into Summoner and getting your Topaz Carbuncle, and they probably didn't change any of the dialogue to reflect how they changed the tank pet. The Topaz Carbuncle used to tank for you. It used to have an HP bar. Its HP bar used to be like twice the player's HP bar, and it took less damage because it had a mitigation skill that you could make it use that made it take 20% less damage, and well, you know, it could tank. And Summoner and Arcanist were like the fifth, well, I guess originally the third sort of like hidden tank. Like if you worked things just right and you got people to control their aggro with like quelling strikes or like, you know, pulling their punches a little bit, you could tank with the Topaz Carbuncle or the Titan Eggy. And sometimes it broke tanking mechanics, like with Ramu Extreme. And was just this delightfully fun thing. But ever since Shadowbringers, and they got rid of pet health, and pets being able to die, can't do that anymore. You can't even have your pets, you know, take hits. They don't have any HP to take a hit with anyway, and they made it so that pets transfer their enmity to their owner. It's annoying. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, let's spawn this queer leaflet. we can look at it in our key items. A strange slip of parchment found at the Amalja encampment in eastern Thailand. I'm gonna give that guy that aggroed me the worst thing you can give the enemy. Ignore them. Because they're not even a threat. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Thancred, why you gotta talk to me like that? I thought you were into the ladies. See the wealth of Null to the hands of your children. There looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering... words are hard. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Null Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I think it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. I'm never gonna say her name right. Good thing it's a fantasy name, right? He says as he turns to Google it. Oh, thank God, it is a made-up name. The first results from Final Fantasy XIV. And I typed in Orson name origin and... Okay, I'm never gonna say it right. Yeehaw. Because there's no right way to say it. Orkin Man! My savior comes again. Giggity. Blasphemous, she says. The plot thickens, Clyde. I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. So Thancred likes a challenge, huh? You don't just say worthy adversary for no reason. That implies that you like a challenge. Posing as the priest. Give me the money. Dressed to deceive. Ooh, we get a cutscene. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any of this camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Clyde and me serve like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two have more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. Very well. As long as the smell doesn't bother us. Pair of weathered stuff, huh? Oh, that does look raggedy. I do kind of look like a hobo. Alright, now that I look like a hobo, let's go talk to all these people. Make them think I'm a hobo. Despite the fact that I was just wandering around here looking like a badass. Damn, you put on some hobo clothes and people treat you like shit. Swain hilt? praise the sun. Wish they'd add that emote to this game. And you are? Man, these people don't pay attention for shit. I've run through this little town like 3 or 4 times in all my badass gear. Now that I'm dressed like a hobo, they're just like, dude, you stink. Get the fuck away from me. We got more tricks with height here. Always remember, there's a Z-axis, even in these A Realm Reborn zones where they don't display the Z-axis on the map. I wonder if my girlfriend cringed at me saying Z-axis. Oh. She says she wasn't paying attention. That's okay, though. I mean, I wouldn't expect her to be. She's got a pregnant wife to feed in Dragon Quest V. Uh-oh. She says she doesn't anymore. That means her pregnant wife had the kids. I forget. Did it let you name them? Yeah, it does. That's right. One of these days I'll get my girlfriend to come over here and speak into the microphone so you can actually hear her. But today is not that day. These hobo clothes make me look fat. Well, we all know I'm like a 3% body fat, super muscular superhero type physique. Because this is a video game. How dare they? I think in real life I'm at like 15% body fat or something like that. Really let myself go. It's not that bad, though. I just get the sinking feeling that the older I get, the more my gut's gonna protrude. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. Hey, a Disney reference. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nalthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. The hell is penury? Girlfriend, do you know what penury is? Okay. I just addressed her as girlfriend. She responded. Okay, it says extreme poverty and destitution, scarcity, death, inadequacy, insufficiency. Basically, you ain't got enough. On account of that atrocious performance, we would have made a god's awful mummer. Ungust. Well, how did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I'm only trying to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have brought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The, was good. What did you say? Oh my god, is this guy getting fucked in the ass by the Amalja? And he likes it? No. The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrifice innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess that the world's in, blame yourselves or the gods. Oh hey, a Final Fantasy Tactics reference. Ugh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Clyde, be a good man and take these developments to Minfilia, would you? Sure thing, bucko. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. Everything? Thancred's doing some interesting stuff. Okay, let's get out of those hobo clothes. Well, we got a free ticket, right? No, wait. No. If we're gonna use the free ticket, we might as well go to a place we're not gonna have to pay Gil to basically run the same distance. The ferry route from Limsa to Western Thanalan is useful, but only if you were gonna go to Limsa for something first. I wish I had a mount. I don't have a mount. Do. Gotta say, the brass blades look like they're in better gear than the Immortal Flames. The brass blades wear like that full-on chainmail, the plate mail pauldrons, and the headgear, and the chain boots, and the bucklers. And the Immortal Flames got like a t-shirt that's like a super wide open v-neck and a pot helmet. And that's about it. I guess the brass blades are funded by the Syndicate though, so there's that, I suppose. What? Real world illusions in my video game? How dare you? Money speaks. Wait a second. Oh, okay, that is a guy. I was confused for a second. I thought that might be an NPC I'd never noticed in the past. I gotta be honest, I don't give Taru the time of day most of the time. And that kind of wound up being a bad thing during Heavensward, because every time you go through a main story loop in Heavensward, she's doing some crazy shit back at the city, and if you're taking it slow and enjoying yourself, you go get to see that and have a good laugh, and if you're just trying to plow through everything, you miss it all. So. But I suppose if you're just trying to plow through everything, you're not really looking to slow down, so you know, it's not something that would concern you anyway. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Thank you, Captain Obvious! Their goatskin jacket. I like the way that jacket looks, but we're gonna take the money. Unless it's an upgrade, we take the money! Mutamix bubbly pots, huh? Revolutionary, you say? Demonstrate her blade. Huh. Well, very well. I'll do your busy work for you, Minfilia, since you never leave this place at all. You useless tool! She is a glorified quest icon. And I mean that. You know, while we're in the area, though, let's go ahead and poke up to Northern Thanalan and pick up a teleport point that I missed out on, I think. Did I miss out on it? No, okay, I got it. Never mind. Sometimes I forget. I just remember dying when I tried that first time to get it when I was doing that low-level run from the north. I tell you, running from the north is way more difficult. Way more difficult. What's this quest? Forging the Spirit. Secrets of Materia creation, huh? What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, though the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus, we form a spirit bond with them. I wonder if this thing he's talking about is based on some sort of Japanese religious belief from like Shintoism or something. You gotta keep your eye out for these old beliefs cropping into your video games, because they often do. Because they make for good stories. Because they come from good stories. Oh, that's stout. Fighty tool gains power of airy self. Shock! Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. What's funny is, I always thought when they called me an Uplander, they were saying that I was a Highlander, but I think they call every adventurer, no matter your race, an Uplander. That doesn't make sense to me, though. Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Uplander brings fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? Interesting way of speaking these goblins have. Or is he a moblin? Nah, I don't remember. They're basically the same thing in terms of Final Fantasy. That's a Final Fantasy XI design, by the way. And that's not his face, that's a mask, if you couldn't tell. I couldn't tell when I started playing Final Fantasy XI. I thought that was a goblin's face. It really confused me. At least until I got to Yatunga Jungle, and the goblins there were different, dressed in metal. Oh, there's that word, spirit bond again. The dagger's not mine, it belongs to Minfilia. Not like she's ever gonna use it. And I'm completely fucking serious. Minfilia doesn't do shit. At least not until later, when she gives her soul to a better character. But that's a huge spoiler alert. So, spoiler alert! Ugh. This is the type of quest that people complain about. Go here, do this. Now go back to the place that the person that told you to go here did, instead of stuff. Instead of content, rather. Like, we have link pearls. Wouldn't it be better to say, hey, Manphilia, I got your dagger melted. Want me to send it to you through the mail or something? And then she could at least say, no, bring it back to me directly. I don't trust the mail system. Plus, I want to see your handsome face. Or something like that, you know. Like, make her... If they want me to care about her, make her care about me first? I don't know. Maybe I'm being too demanding. Oh, hey, look. There's that quest I was talking about. Despite the fact that it's a side quest, it's tied to your progress in the main story. How about that? I'm not sure how much time's left on the recording. So... I think I'll stop when we get back to Vesper Bay. After picking up the quest for Halatali. That Halio... Halatali or Halio? What is that word? There's so many words that I didn't pay attention to my first 5 times through the game. No results. Eh, whatever. They probably just mistranslated hello. It's probably supposed to be hello Halatali or something like that. I don't know. Oh, it's not Halio, it's Hallow. Yeah, so it is hello. Okay, whatever. Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nidrik Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of eastern Thanalan is Halatali, and it is there that you will find the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid it to ruin, though, as it did most things. Now, Halatali is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I have taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames, who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafajoni near the entryway. Very well. My girlfriend yawns. Is Dragon Quest not doing it for her anymore? She says her entire party died. How did that happen? Huh. She says everyone got wiped out in one hit. What a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Clyde, so make it your ally. Lord of the Inferno? Okay. Mortal Flames, support, got it. Uh-huh. Representative on the ground. Got it, got it. Save some for him. Heh. Such is his confidence in you. A confidence I share. I keep saying, pray take yourself, and pray do this, and pray do that. Please stop with the praying. Okay, let's see. Or at least that phrase. If you're actually going to pray for me, though, I don't mind. I'm game for supernatural assistance. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the episode here. Next time we'll continue on with the quest. We'll unlock Halatali, and maybe we'll even queue up for Halatali. That could be pretty fun. Thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time. Especially you, Colby and Weston.